We've just assessed Julie, who is a 36-year-old single woman who was brought into hospital under Section 136 after she was found crossing a really busy motorway in a state of semi-undress. On assessment, she presented with pressure of speech, very irritable and disinhibited. And when she was asked why she was crossing the motorway, she said that she thought she could fly. She has no insight into her illness and in fact is very angry about being here. We are now going to look at this in the context of doing a risk assessment for her. Hi, Maggie.
Hi.
Perhaps from our assessment we can think about the risks that have already been identified.
Well, Julie was putting herself in a very vulnerable position when she crossed that motorway. We can definitely take harm to self through neglect.
Okay.
She also told us that she was approached by some strangers yesterday and she gave over quite a significant amount of cash.
Okay, so from that information we can definitely take harm or exploitation from others.
Yep.
What do you think about substance misuse?
Well, she denied that, so that's an unknown, and we're not aware of any previous incidents of self-harm or harm to other people.
Okay,
We don't know anything about any risks to children, though.
Right, I mean, if I remember correctly, there was a mention of her neighbours having children, but I'm not sure if that's relevant. Perhaps we can look at the remind me box. Okay. So I guess from looking at that, we're still unsure, so we'll put unknown.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Should we go on to section 2?
I think that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Okay, well, we already know of 2 risk events that we can fill in here. The first one is the one that took place on the 1st of November when she was wandering across the motorway semi-dressed.
Right.
The context for that is that she was acutely manic at the time. She had grandiose beliefs that she could fly.
Right.
The outcome was that she was brought to hospital.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's very hard to get her perspective at the moment, as she doesn't believe that there's anything wrong with her, but we'll keep trying to talk to her.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think we can also add the issue about her giving away money, since it shows that she's really vulnerable. So we'll look a little bit like the date, obviously, 1st of November 2011. The event, she gave away £300 of cash to the stranger. This again was in the context of her being acutely unwell and having a manic episode. And the outcome was that she was subsequently admitted to hospital under section. And again, because she has no insight, we can't really ask her to comment on this. Yeah.
So we've got some risk information documented now. It's all we can establish at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What about the management plan? Do you want to go on to section 3?
Well, do you know what? Since this is her first presentation, we can't fill in section 3 because this really is for medium to long-term risk. But what we can do at the moment is put an immediate risk management plan into Jade and finalise our risk assessment. So I guess my Jade entry would include a little bit of a summary of what's been going on, and then a plan involving admitting her to hospital, her having a Mental Health Act assessment, placing her on 15-minute observations. Jump in if you... So placing her on 15-minute observations, which would be reviewed. Writing up PRN medication, and obviously the team can review with regards to starting regular. Random UDSs, trying to obtain collateral information as much as possible. And then obviously if there are any concerns by the nursing staff, to notify the duty doctor. And also keep on adding to the risk assessment as she is admitted, and if there are any further risk events. And how does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, great.